Welcome to the channel of the YouTube. As you can see, I've lost every game. Result history, let's look it up. Lost, 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 lost. This one's a pretty good one. It was pretty close. This one's good, but I've lost every game so far. So, all right, I'm gonna go play game 6. Let's see what team we want to play with. I will go with Georgia. Since I'm originally from Georgia, so it is tier 1 team. But today we're gonna play with, I guess we can play with Oregon. We're gonna play with these guys. We're gonna play with Oregon. All right, let's do this. I'm gonna check out my channel. We're going to work together. Yahweh, Jesus Christ is King, the only King.
Welcome everyone to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football.
All right, let's do this.
Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer.
GG's ahead of time.
Can't wait to get this one started.
I thought I was gonna choose Georgia. Crazy.
And the Ducks will kick it away first. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, the running back has it. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
To the air, it's Stockton. Snags it over the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. When you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
All right, I know it's early, but it's just one drive, right? You got to put this behind you. It isn't how you wanted to open up. It isn't how you wanted to start. This offense has got to go to the sidelines, get with the coach, settle down, and figure out the game plan for the rest of the game.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
The Ducks moving quickly to the line. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake. Fires on the move. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. It's Stockton. Fires to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Lost a throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Got it behind the line. It's Branch.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
That's caught. It's Frazier. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. So the first step of that was fine. They made the pass and catch, but no yards, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, I don't know if they were anticipating pressure on that play and they just want to get it out of the hands of the quarterback quickly, but whatever they were thinking did not work.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Powers through the defender. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off play action. Buying some time. Caught near the sticks. It's Benson. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Trying the left side. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And you could tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Moore will throw. Unloads to the wideout. It falls incomplete and will change ends of the field to get things started back up. We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
On 4th and 11, they decide to go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. Touchdown, Oregon! The offense cashing it in on that drive. You thought it was noisy when the Duck rolled out on that motorcycle? Decibels through the roof in the House of Loud.
And what a great job getting this crowd going early. This is not one
No
of the
lie, I
biggest
thought that was
crowds in the
intercepted.
country.
Honestly, I really thought it was intercepted.
One of the loudest places you will ever be in, and they love their Ducks.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Coming out with it, it's Jones. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you...
The ball is out behind the line. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Rides the back on the option. The give.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They'll go right back to it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, you got to wonder about the play call there. 3rd and long, hoping to catch the defense off guard, napping, but they weren't fooled. They made a play, got the tackle for loss. Now you've got 4th in California.
On 4th down, going to the air. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Thomas. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got the first down and more. Oh, he's got some space. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
He'll bring it out. It's Whittington. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Leaves it with the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Moore to the air. Hubs it downfield. Lost the defense is wide open. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Send the tight end in motion. And they're not on the same page there.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Gonna let it fly. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's open on the right. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on fourth down. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. This offense has it with really good field position. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Finds his tight end. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys...
There he goes. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room, probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He'll try to do it himself. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Stands in and takes the hit. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Moore will throw. Makes the catch. It's Moore. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick them up and put them down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
To the air on first down. On the run, still looking. He turns it loose to the left. He can't haul it in.
No! He had it, but he dropped it.
Wrap up the half.
Dang.
Georgia will kick it deep to start
Good game
the
so
second
far.
half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the 3rd quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
Moore to the air. Moves away as he feels pressure. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving out to the right. Throwing on the run. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here. Now, early in their first possession in the 3rd quarter, they're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time, the defense, really nice job forcing the incompletion. They were ready for it. This offense, though, they need to stay aggressive.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The inside handoff. Breaks into the open. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Yep, trying to add a little pressure.
Racing to the line.
Oh, don't do that.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down.
Woo.
You've seen this.
Pressure
I literally called that.
From the defense, they knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. If there's ever been a position group that sort of identifies with the team's mascot, it would be the bulldog mentality of this Georgia front.
Those hunkering down dogs up front, they got to hunker down and stop the run and be physical. And then guess what? It gets into passing situations. Now I'm quick. Now I'm on the edge. Now I'm making that quarterback's life a living you-know-what.
Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Ducks will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete pass. And the
All right, two can play this pressure game. We can do that.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Stockton. Unloads it downfield. Snags it inside the 20. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
And, man, he had nobody around him. That has got to be embarrassing for this defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
With the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Georgia! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, looks like I gotta do something too. Oh man, this season's starting out bad.
Running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Whittington. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. It's not just the dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just in the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might be changing the route. Moore will throw. That's caught. It's low. Turning it on. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. And the Ducks want to move quickly. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal for this offense. Back to pass. Moving out of the pocket. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And the kicking team's going to call a timeout. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. He'll bring it out. It's Jones. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. At the 35, he's open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, the defense is...
Oh, he's got some space. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Dogs!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Dumps it off in the flats. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion as they extend the lead. That drive took no time at all. Couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to fire. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Stockton. Takes an easy one to the back.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Handoff from the gun. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
And that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He's got it, first down and more. Got enough to move the sticks, first down from the 17.
And that's a play the defense had to have, right? You're down in the game. Offense wants to stay aggressive and go for it on fourth, and they're throwing it. All you got to do is get one stop, regain the momentum, give it back to your offense, and they could not come up with the play.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. PAT unit on the field. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Moore to the air. Extending the play. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this game's starting to tick away for this offense, and they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide. You need passing plays deep down the field. They've got to find some way to attack this secondary.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's going to run it. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Georgia! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense, forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Just got a little casual with it and blew the extra point. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Benson. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Now on first down from the 40. Here we go. The play action fake. The short hands. It's low. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
The Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw again. Makes the grab. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Inside the 50.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the
Jeez, you got it.
Scores,
You got it. I'm about to drop down in the class, man. I'm 0 for 6. And it took me forever to get to this conference. And now I'm dropping down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I need to win 8 to be promoted. All right, Texas Tech, here we go. Take a brief intermission. I shall return.